Hey, so I'm gonna be doing a little get ready with me, kind of like a quick my go-to makeup routine lately, using the stuff that I've been using for like the past year-ish. I cleaned out my car the other day and I had my kit in there from like my last makeup job I did, which was like months ago, but it's just so heavy and bulky. I haven't taken it out yet. So I finally did. And I brought it upstairs and I was just browsing through it because I haven't opened it in so long. And I saw this guy, which I used to be obsessed with. It's the Hourglass number 28 primer serum. And I'm going to try it. I used to love this stuff. It has the consistency of like silk. Great. I think it's broken. But I remember it being like so crazy hydrating. I used to sell this to every client that walked through the door when I worked at Sephora that was looking for a primer. I don't know why I was so obsessed with this. It's literally been years since I've used it on myself. It still smells alright. Let's see. So this one's really gonna just like smooth out any fine lines. Hydrate the skin. It also has like 20, it's called 28 because it has like 28 minerals and vitamins and stuff like that. So there's that. I'm also going to use a little eye cream because I forgot to do that. I moisturize my skin with Chittty moisturizer, which I love. Love that brand. It's like a more natural brand. This eye cream I just pulled out is from HIIIIII Cosmetics. It's the Bye Bye Under Eye. Love that one. I like this eye cream. I don't think I've ever bought it. I think I got it like 2 times for free, but I really like it. I like because it really hydrates my under eyes. It's not crazy expensive. It's like 30 bucks. It brightens and it just smooths out things. So when the time comes that I have to buy another one, I probably will buy that one. That primer feels really good. I am not a primer girl. Like I think primers are lame unless you really need them. Like you are very oily and you just need that like oil control throughout the day, or like you have lots of texture on your, like a lot of texture on your skin and you really need that like physical pore filling. But other than that, like if you're normal-ish to combo and you don't have like crazy problematic skin, I just don't think it's a necessary step if you're super hydrated with your skincare and yada yada. All right, so my obsession for foundation has been these guys mixed together from NARS for probably the past year. I worked for NARS for a while, so everything you see in this video that is not cruelty-free, I was given. I refuse to like purchase NARS with my own money because they now test on animals, or any other brand that you see here, it was given to me. Like, I'm not just gonna let good shit go to waste, but I just refuse to purchase it and vote with my dollar, like with my own money. So, I mean, say what you want to say, but like that's just the way I'm rolling. So yeah. So this guy is I should know this, like I worked for them, but it's been so long and I haven't been into makeup for so long. The All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation, and then this guy is the Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. I got this one last summer because I was super crazy tan, and then this one is just like, I always get it no matter how tan I am. When I say always get it, like that's the shade I chose when it was given to me. It's called Valerie. No, this is Santa Fe. Yeah. Anyways, super lightweight, crazy full coverage if you want it to be. But if you just use like the recommended dosage, which is like 1 or 2 pumps, it's not full coverage at all. And then I mix a little bit of this guy, like a half a pump. Yeah. And then smush those together. I usually use like the back of a brush just to mix it together. And then whatever's left, I'll just kind of do that. And then this is my Hourglass buffing brush. I love this thing. And then just smack it on my skin. I usually go in like a pressing motion. like a pressing buffing, just to kind of work it into my skin and really build the coverage that way. If you just kind of go to town, you're really, I mean, yeah, you're obviously applying your foundation, but you're just moving it all over your skin and not really applying coverage if that's what you want. I mean, yeah, you're getting coverage, but I want a lot of coverage where I need it, so that's where I'm going to do the most stippling. I have a lot of sun damage from the sun, so that's where I tend to focus the majority of my coverage, which is like here and like the perimeter of the face. But then I also get a little bit of like hormonal incidents like here and there, so I'm a little bit redder around my like nose and mouth area, so I guess everywhere. And then just kind of whatever's left on the brush, just kind of buff down. I actually filmed my first video yesterday, which was a what I ate in a day vegan low carb version. Super excited. So I thought, you know, I guess people film intros for these videos, so why don't you do your makeup, you lazy bitch, and film your intro for yesterday's video, and then maybe do a get ready with me, because I'm gonna run some errands. I have a Poshmark. I'm gonna ship some stuff, probably go to the beach if the sun decides to come out. I have a hair. And just kind of like do my thing. I was supposed to train today with my trainer, but I'm still feeling really weak. I was sick last week and I still just like have no energy. It's so strange. So I'm just relaxing this week. All right, a little under eye shenanigans. The NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer under my eyes. I think this is vanilla. It's a little light for me, but I just make it work. I just like don't care that much anymore. I don't know. Take my beauty blender. I mean, I care, but like, I just don't care that like it's perfect anymore. Like I used to be so obsessed with looking perfect like a couple years ago. Like, I don't know, like full coverage all the time. Like I wanted to look my absolute very like made up perfect self like all the time. Like if I were to ever like go on a live or like on Instagram or like take photos to post, or like anything, like even like going out for like on the weekend, like just like running errands, and like if I put makeup on, I would just like go balls to the wall, like all or nothing, you know? Like now, like I don't like obsess so much about it anymore. Like you can still see my sun damage. Like I don't know, I don't care. Maybe I'm just getting more comfortable in my skin, who knows? So I patted that in. Looks cute. I also have this guy. This is from Revlon. Random because I don't ever purchase anything from the drugstore. Not because I'm a snobby person, because I'm fucking not. It's just because I don't like getting makeup at like the drugstore that like doesn't have testers. Like how am I supposed to find my shade? You're telling me I'm supposed to guess and then return it? No thanks. So I'm just doing like a smidge extra coverage, just right where my light concealer and my sun damage is. I'm just kind of like pushing it in there to marry the two. But anyways, I went to my grandma's house a few months ago and she like had this, and I'm like, well, snooping through her makeup drawers. So cute. And I'm like, you don't use this, I'm taking this. So I love it. It's great. And I'm sure it was like $6. It's my perfect color and it gives you great coverage and it never budges or anything. What is this? It's a Revlon Color Stay. I love it. Color 4 medium. So there's that. All right. So makeup's foundation's on. Looks good. Good color. Feels good. That's the number one reason why I love those NARS foundations so much together, is it just feels good. The coverage is super adjustable, and it's just not like a one size fits all. Like pair it with something else, mix it with something else, use a little for no coverage, use a ton for crazy full coverage. It's like so versatile. Laura Mercier translucent powder. I worked for Sephora for like, I don't know, 6 years-ish, maybe. I was a senior artist there and a teacher there and whatever. And I got probably like 8 of these in my gratis. So I haven't worked for them in like almost 2 years. So I still have a lot of makeup left over that's unopened. And I just opened this, like, I think the last time I did my makeup. And it's, oh, I'm so grateful for all this leftover gratis. So this thing lasts me, I mean, you guys all know this powder and love it. It lasts forever, like probably a year. So I just loaded up my brush once and then just pressed it into my skin. I'm going to use it later on my eyes too. This guy here is the Hourglass bronzer, Radiant Bronze Light. It's so gorgeous. I just love it. It's like the perfect amount of pigment, but it also has swirls of highlight in it, but it's not like a overly glowy, obnoxious highlight. It's just like the perfect subtle glow. Subtle hint. I'm using this, literally this like 17-year-old MAC brush. When I worked for MAC back in 2000, well, I stopped working there at 2010. I worked for them for like 8 years. Anyways, I got this like probably 15 years ago. Isn't that crazy? Like the 136. I love this brush. It's like paper thin when it's clean and like amazing, like a paddle brush. I don't think they make this anymore. It was like $62. It is like the best brush ever for bronzer or powder foundation, highlight, blush, anything really. So I'm just kind of going in the hollows of my cheek and whatever's left over, bringing it up my hairline for some dimension, and then down my jaw. If it's a little nuts, I'll just kind of go back in with my powder brush and just go over that, or even my beauty blender, and just make sure it's cute. Okay, other side. And I'm like following the hollows of my cheek and then just kind of brushing forward towards my like corner of my mouth, and then make sure I'm like going up into my temple. If you drag it down, obviously it's going to drag your face down, so we want to look lifted. And then whatever's left, I'll take it down here. And then I'll maybe a little bit on the bridge of my nose. I know everybody puts like, bronzer like on the side of their nose. I don't really contour. I just kind of define. And I like a little bronzer on the tip of my nose because it makes me look tan and real. I don't know. As the years go on, I like less and less makeup. Like I said. Okay, now that that's on, I don't know if I want to, I don't know. I don't usually wear this highlight, this Champagne Pop. Is that what that is? No, it's Opal from Becca. I haven't worn highlight in so long, but I recently like found this in my drawers. I'm like, oh, let me just use a smidgy. So this is an old MAC brush too. I think it's like a 188. So I just tap it once and then just kind of go over if I wear this, but you know, might as well wear it today since we're here. I'm just running errands and going to the beach. Whatever's left on my brush, there's that. Okay, now that all my powder is on, oh, I'm so sore from chest day yesterday. Okay, now that my powder's on, I'm going to drown myself in Smashbox primer water. This is probably one of my favorite products that has ever been created. I worked for Smashbox for quite some time. I was a trainer with them. Not quite some time, like that's a long time. Like 2-3 years, almost 3 years. And this is my absolute favorite setting spray on the market, favorite product of this entire brand. It melts the makeup into the skin like nothing else I've ever tried. It's crazy. It sets everything. And it just, I don't know, it just makes your skin look like skin again. It's my absolute favorite. And I always keep an engagement party card handy to dry off. What I ate video yesterday, I talked about this drink. This is so damn good. The brand is called Ultima. It's these electrolyte pellets that you just put in water and it gives you electrolytes and vitamins. They have different flavors. All the coloring comes from plants. It's vegan. It's so damn good. This is the lemonade one. So delicious. No carbs, sugar, calories, anything. Okay. So I always, when I'm done with my setting spray and I'm about to start my brows, just take a naked ass brush or my beauty blender, but my beauty blender tends to have too much product on it if I just used it, and just wipe away like any foundation that's left and wet on my eyes. It's just a Sephora brush. And then I go back in with my Laura Mercier powder and a fluffy brush. This is a Sephora blending brush they don't make anymore. It's such a good brush. And then whatever's in the lid, like very minimal product, I'll just kind of dust this over my lids. And this is my eyeshadow primer. Like I also think eyeshadow primer is a waste if you have really good eyeshadows, and I don't know if you're using the proper stuff for your skin, unless of course your lids are just crazy oily and like you just can't, you know. Other than that, I just don't think it's like super necessary. So I'll probably never buy an eyeshadow primer again for myself. If I start doing makeup again and I need it for my kit, then probably the Smashbox one, the 24-hour shadow primer. Oh my god, it's so good. I go in between two brow pencils. I love the Sephora collection retractable pencil. The reason why I love this is it's very pigmented. It's not super waxy and it doesn't feel dry when I put it on my brows like a lot of the brands do. I also use the Brow Tech Matte from Smashbox. So I tend to use this at the top of my brow where I don't need a ton. And then I use the Sephora one to kind of like give me hairs and like shape everything. So I'm gonna get up in here and then just kind of feather through like hair-like strokes. I don't usually do like a aggressive brow like I used to do. Super crazy light hand. These are really, really pigmented. And then just give me a little bit of something in the beginning. See, I just kind of like brought that over to match my face. It just kind of proportions my face a little bit better. Like, see how this one just kind of stops at my eye and I'm just like, this doesn't look right. So anyways, fill in the front part there and then just lightly dust through the bottom. I'm just giving myself some shape. Like right in here, there's nothing. I'm just a bald ass bitch right there. So I'm just giving some definition and like girth underneath here, but like super light hand. And just kind of mapping out my shape here. So there's that, like, see, and I'm just gonna lightly fill in underneath there, and there's your brow. So just little hair-like strokes. I mean, I say hair-like, but it doesn't tend to look like hair-like when this is all over. It just looks filled in, but not like crazy. See how much more complete my face looks and like better that looks already? So kind of just feather through the rest of my brow where I have any bald spots. And then I'm gonna take the Smashbox one, which is just a much lighter color. It's in taupe, I think. And then on the top, just kind of give me a little bit up there where I need it. Just so it's not like super aggressive all the way through. And then connect the tail. There. Looks good. Okay, now I have my shape. Aw, my kitty's going poop. If you hear that in the back. Now I look like a human being. So I could totally stop there and just like throw some mascara on. I'm just gonna brush through a little bit too, just so it's not super dramatic. I don't mind a bold brow if it looks natural-ish. And it sort of does. But I'm gonna do just like a what I normally do as of lately. So yeah. All right. This guy I just recently found in my madness of makeup. Once again, these are so old, but they were brand new when I opened them like a couple months ago, so they're not like old and weird and gross. They're like new. And again, I would never purchase MAC. I love their stuff. I think they're amazing. I love that brand, but the fact that they still test on animals is like beside me. Like, why? It's so ridiculous. So anyways, MAC 224 blending brush. I've literally had this for 15 years, just as long as that other brush. I always keep a tissue handy to wipe off any like excess from the time before. I'm not coming at you with clean brushes, okay? That's just excessive. I don't wash my brushes every time, and why am I gonna start now? Okay, so this guy is, I think, soft brown from MAC. It's fantastic. It is just a bone colored, super soft, matte, light brown. Love this for just kind of like defining the socket of my eye. I love this color because it's not super cool. It's not super warm. It is just kind of like the perfect color. So I just dust that through my crease. This is my favorite brush. I've never met any other crease brush that I've liked more than the 224. Oh my God. She pooped and it really stinks in here. My cat. Okay, so just kind of throw that in my crease. I also keep that powder eyeshadow brush that I used as my primer to apply my Laura Mercier powder, and I just kind of go over the edge of that just to make sure there's no harsh edges and just blend everything. And if I'm feeling frisky and I want a little bit of extra like fun or dimension, I'll take texture or orange. I think that's orange. And kind of go in on top of that. Maybe I'll just dunk in a little bit of both. And then just throw that in a little bit more like precisely right on top of that first color. And that just gives a little bit more of like a gradient depth of saturated color. Oh my God. Without looking nuts. Okay. Cool. And then I'll take that brush and then just go on the edge of that. If I get a little bit too carried away, I'll dunk back in that first color with this brush and go over, but I'm cool. All right, and then I'm gonna take that same blending brush with this first color and a little bit of texture and go right underneath my eyes to give me a little bit of depth there. So when I was a working makeup artist, I'm not so much anymore because I'm just like, I don't want to do it as a job anymore. I was like really known for my under eye like blowouts, like the drop shadow. Like that's what I was kind of like a pro at on clients and myself and all that. So I tend to do a little bit of that. I just love the way it looks. I feel like it gives the eye a lot of definition. So kind of hides any dark circles. So I'm gonna go in with liner just because I accidentally dunked in the orange color. I'm gonna go in with some eyeliner. So I'm gonna go in with, I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, let's try this one. So I'm a sucker for just pencils being pencils. I don't give a shit if it's a lip liner. I'm gonna put that in my eyes. I don't have sensitive eyes, and I'm telling you, if you do, you don't wanna do this. So this is from MAC. It's kind of old. It's called Raw Refined. It's a, oh my God, am I really gonna do this? It's a lip liner. It's a cream stick pearl liner. I haven't used this color before as eyeliner. So let's see how it goes. It's kind of like a beautiful, like bronzy plum. And I tend to go for those like warmer colors, closest to my lash line, top or bottom, because I have like bluish, greenish, like yellowy eyes. See how that just gives like a lot more depth? Yum. God, that's good. Okay, now I'm taking another fave, the 242 from MAC. Again, have had this for 15 years. And I think this, pretty sure this is Sketch. Just gonna go in and give that a little tappy poo. And dunk in texture too, so just dilute the Sketch a little bit. And I'm just gonna like go over that liner just to smudge that liner even further and define that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with my 216. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Go in with texture and then just buff that out. So there's no harsh lines and it's just a very soft, like gradient, gradual effect into my concealer. Okay, and then I always take my bigger brush to diffuse even more. I know it's a lot of stupid ass steps, but it just makes it look the cleanest. I mean, you have the brushes in front of you, just like take the extra time. They're literally sitting right here, so it makes it look better. And if you take it too far down, just kind of erase, which I didn't, but you could do that. And that's it. Hi. Okay, cute. So let's throw on some mascara. And that's it. Favorite mascara in the whole world, the Marc Jacobs one. What is this called? Oh yeah, Velvet Noir. Oh my god, it's so good. My friend Liana gave me 2 of these last time I saw her, which was too long ago. Anyways, so I have 2 fresh-ish ones. So I love this mascara because it's dramatic. It puts a lot on the lashes at once, but it never gets clumpy. It never smears throughout the day. It never flakes. It never smudges. It's just, it delivers fast. Like, I don't have to, like, mess with it. I don't have to, like, try too hard with this product. Like, just work for me, you know? Like, real life, it's only been 30 minutes. And you know what? When I'm not chatting, this shit takes me 10 minutes. So this is a really quick go-to, like, everyday makeup look. It sort of looks like you have a little bit more on and looks like you tried, but it's not that big of a deal, you know? Okay. Let's throw on some lashes, because I always wear lashes. I've never had lash extensions, and I think it's because I can just put lashes on in like 5 seconds. These are the Wispies from Ardell, like all-time favorite. Love. Whoa. I'm always afraid when I rip them out that I'm just going to ruin them, but I never do. And then the Duo, they made this like with the paddle now, which is great because that squeezy tube business wasn't the business. Get everywhere. Love this stuff. It dries super fast now. I was using the velour one for a while, and that was cool. I was using it because I had like 11 tubes. You should see my cat. My god, she's so gorgeous. It makes me want to vomit. So I just tuck this corner on my corner, grab my tweezers, let it chill there for a sec. So it's kind of popping off a little, and I'll just tuck this in the inner corner. And those are on. It's so easy. It is easy. And then it's because of the lashes though, like not my fantastic skills. This lash band is like so flimsy and so user friendly. Now I'm just smooshing my own lashes with the lash. And that's it. Like, see, that took me less time to put a lash on than it did to put mascara on. So why wouldn't I? Great. I put these on backwards, but you know what? That's all right. I've done that on purpose before. It's kind of nice having most of the length in the front. These are pretty like evenly proportioned throughout the whole lash anyways. Just a subtle difference in length in the very beginning. So I'm having the longer end in front today, and that's all right. That just means they're longer in the middle, and it opens up my eye even more. Every like truck I hear, I'm like just peering out the window. I'm waiting on my Gymshark order that I ordered when they had their sale. I don't know if anyone works out, but Gymshark is the best brand for leggings I have ever tried in my whole life. They are so comfortable. They literally hold you in like Spanx, and they're just like dreamy. So anyways, I ordered from their website when they had their summer sale, and it's taken so long for them to ship. It should have been here like 3 days ago, but I get it. They're busy. And it comes from like Scotland. So I did kink this one up a little bit. Great. When I pulled it out. That's alright. These are so cheap, like cheap in price. So it's no biggie. I usually wear these like 4 times before I toss them. Alright, I always just check the ends, the corners to make sure they're down. Those are on. Whoop. Yeah. We coo. Okay. There we go. I'm gonna do a little lip liner. This one is from Smashbox, the Always Sharp in Audition. These are cool. Definitely wouldn't repurchase because they're like 24 bucks. And they're just all right. I have it from a long time ago. I like it. I like the color. The only reason why I wouldn't repurchase is it breaks very easy. And I feel like there isn't much in here. And I honestly prefer a lip pencil that you sharpen, because you can get it really sharp. Like MAC, they have the absolute best lip liners, but I'm not gonna do it. So my jam lately, I always do like a little line. Just give me that pouty effect. Has just been lip liner with chapstick. So my absolute favorite chapstick is in my purse, and I'm not gonna go get it. It's from Kopari. It's so amazing. It's considered chapstick, but it's like a glossy thing. It looks like gloss. So I'm just gonna be using the Smith's one. I love this one almost just as much. And do that. You know what gloss I do love and I use quite often is a Lip Plumper by Too Faced. Oh, love that one. This is the finished look. Hope you like it. And if you didn't, I'm really sorry. Like, what could I have done better? I'm new. Help me, I'm new. Here, do you want to see up close? Just super soft, nothing crazy. Okay, well, put you down. This has been fun. I'm gonna probably do it again. So my channel is gonna consist of like workout stuff, vegan everything, vegan for life, just cruelty free. God, this wasn't cruelty free because all the shit I used wasn't. But, you know, get a dupe that is. And once again, like, I didn't buy any of it, most of this shit. I bought nothing that wasn't cruelty free. So I'm just here to use it up and throw it away. Like, what am I gonna do? Just throw away this stuff? No. So that's that. I hope you have a great day today. You know, thoughts become things. So why don't you think amazingly today and, you know, positive thoughts, positive energy, positive life, and radiate everything that you want to be today. Oh man, I'm so inspirational. All right. Have a good day. I'm going to go to the post office and the beach.